Hi guys, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, I want to say thank you. And to those that are just popping in for the first time, or if you've not subscribed, please do not forget to hit on the subscribe button, also the notification bell, so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Let's dive into today's discussion. Friends, there is an update about the video I had posted regarding a couple that was actually arrested with human parts. It's going to pain the heart of a lot of people hearing who these people just killed. This person they even killed is not just a random person. And the couple, if you could recall, let me just flash our minds back, especially for those that had not followed the video. They were arrested in Ogun State, Nigeria, with human parts. And the police had to interrogate them to find out who these body parts belonged to, because before this particular day when they got arrested, the police confirmed that they found body lying on the road, but they couldn't identify the person. A body that most of the parts has been taken away, it will be very difficult except they take the body for analysis in the lab. Then they can easily identify who that person is, or if the person has some ID card in the body or in the bag or anything they could find around. But unfortunately, there was nothing to identify this person with, so it was difficult for them to know who that dead body is. And that was when they now arrested this couple. The police now had to say probably that body could be the person that these people had killed. Kainde, who is actually 43 years old, is the husband, and the wife is Adejumoke. She's 35 years old. Police headquarters in Eleweran, Abeokuta in Ogun State on Monday, February 14th, 2022, had to parade them around because what this couple did was so horrible. This is a crime that they've been fighting against. These days, a lot of people have decided that it's ritual killings that they want to use as their source of livelihood. And it's so bad because they just dump the empty body on the street or in the forest, on the roadside. They just leave the empty bodies there, and police just keep getting body with no parts. They just take it to the morgue. Sometimes they just eventually bury the body because there is no way they can identify who that person is. And that was why they didn't take it lightly, owing to the fact that they've arrested this couple. And speaking with the newsman, the husband disclosed that his wife single-handedly, guys, this woman did this act alone, according to what the husband is confessing right now. Friends, can you all believe who this woman killed? It's a very, very shocking and painful incident. Very annoying at the same time. It was her own friend. This woman killed her own friend. And how did she do it? It's just so painful. When you see someone that you care about, someone you call your own friend, eventually that same person that will take your life away from you. She butchered this her friend like you will butcher meat. As meat sellers, when you go to buy meat, how they butcher this meat, that is how this woman did to her own friend. She dismembered her body parts, and then she took the part that she wanted and stuffed it all into that bucket that you can see. When the police arrested them, they had the bucket with the body parts inside. Mr. Kainde disclosed that the head of his wife's friend was sold to somebody in Ibadan, Oyo State capital, at the rate of 70,000 naira. Look at how people have turned ritual killings into business. They sell it parts differently according to whoever wants what part of the body. Isn't this very scary? Now they don't even need any help at all. People are doing it themselves. Imagine a woman killing her own fellow woman for ritual, all for the sake of money. It's really scary these days. When you're going out, you'll be afraid because you don't even need to know someone for the person to even kill you. Ritualists, Some of them are not even ready for you to kill either your family member as they used to do in the past, that they would be specific and say you have to bring someone from your household or you have to bring your child. Now just go and bring the body parts they want. They are okay with it. That's why you find out that some random people are killed. Friends, you're going to hear exactly how they described the whole incident, how it happened. The husband, during his confession, these were the exact words that came out of his mouth. So that you all can really get what is happening here. It's so painful. How can you kill people like this? Like you are killing ordinary ants. These are lives. These are people that have family members that love them. And you decide to take them away in one day, all because of your selfish interest, all because of your quest for money. Friends, please, let's just hear what the husband had to say. These were his words. There was a day my wife invited her friend, a lady, to our house for a visit. The first time she came was on a Tuesday. She came that particular day and went back home. But the second day she came, it was a Thursday. That day, my wife cooked noodles and eggs for the lady. When she ate, later the lady went into the bathroom to shower. But when it was getting dark that day, I inquired from my wife when her friend would go home. But my wife said she was weak and would need to lie down to regain her strength. I sat in the backyard, but when I returned to the room, I realized my wife had killed her friend and dismembered her body. When I asked her why she did it, she told me that the lady had offended her a long time ago. The person who bought the head came from Ibadan. His name is Oluomo. He explained further that his wife had overheard her on the phone when a friend from Ibadan called him to request a human head. I have a friend in Ibadan who is popularly known as Omobale. He told me he needed a human head, but I told him I didn't have such a connection or anybody who can help facilitate it. My wife had the discussion and asked me how much the man would pay for the human head. I told him he was ready to pay 70,000 naira. I never knew my wife had made up her mind. As you can see, I am not a strong person. When the incident happened, I had wanted to kill myself. Friends, is this not so shocking and at the same time heartbreaking? Imagine how a friend would kill her own friend, all for how much? Alright, the other body parts, she plans to sell it to other people that are requesting for body parts. Isn't this an incident that you would hear and you will ask yourself questions? Who are truly your friends? Nowadays, you don't even trust anybody because people are ready to do anything for the sake of money. Why will this woman go ahead to do something like this? Some women are so hardened. Some men are not even as hardened as some women are. That is just the truth about it. Sometimes we feel that the men are so wicked that they can go to any length, but the rate at which some women are so mean, they don't look back when they want to do things. They just go ahead and do it, especially when it has to do with anger, vengeance. Some women are just willing to sacrifice to the last. Sometimes some men would hold themselves back and think twice. They may hurt the person, but they may not kill the person. But some women, if they've just made up their minds, you can't stop a woman when she has made up her mind to carry out an evil act. It's difficult to stop her. Some you can stop, but some, there is just no going back. Especially when it has to do with their own fellow woman and they want to avenge anger. They don't think twice at all. They're just ready to go for it. Friends, please, this is a very big warning to a lot of people. Be very careful. Not everybody that say they are your friends are truly your friends. And especially women. It's easier for men to flow among themselves as men. They will be angry. They will either fight themselves physically one-on-one and beat each other and end it there. Go your way and I go my way. That is another way men avenge their anger over their fellow men. But women, It's a different ball game entirely. You find some women, especially when you go to hostels, you find out that a woman will take a part of her fellow woman's clothing and take it to somewhere, all because she's angry at her friend. Either the friend is having more male friends attracted to her, or either she's progressing more in school, or either she's attracted by other people and nothing good is coming her own way. Out of that anger, she would now want to avenge and pick up something that belongs to her friend and take it for rituals. Or maybe her friend snatched her own boyfriend, or her friend snatched her husband. She would now want to avenge, and she would go to any length to avenge. If a woman is angry and you've offended her, just ask her for forgiveness there and there. Either you ask her for forgiveness, or you run away as fast as you can from whatever you have done. Otherwise, what you will get coming your way, you wouldn't even believe or expect that such would happen to you. Nobody is justified to carry out vengeance on their fellow human being and kill the person. It's wrong. You let vengeance happen. Let God do it his own way. That's the best vengeance. But once you take the laws into your hands, it ends up in a very drastic and deadly way. Alright, look at this couple. This woman never knew that anybody will get her arrested. She never knew that she will be caught in this horrible act. She felt it's between her and her husband will keep her secret. Fine, your husband kept your secret, but in the end, what happened? He's been exposed now. Okay, he helped you to cover up. You called his friend, and the friend came, and you people sold the head because he's now an accomplice for him hiding it, and he followed you and sold the head of your own friend to the man who is his own friend. At the end of the day, both of them are going to face justice. They can't go scot-free because they've been arrested and caught red-handed with these fresh body parts. It's so sad to think how your fellow human being would have the mind to kill another human being like him or her. The question I keep asking is, how do people do these things? How do you feel when you're killing someone? A human being like you, the person sometimes will be begging and saying, please spare my life. You will still hack them to death. When you're cutting someone into pieces like meat, are you comfortable with yourself? No conscience, no remorse, no human feeling. It's scary living in a world like this. Things have really changed. In the past, you find out people have remorse, people have fear. But now, people with eyes wide opened, both young, both old, are going into body parts, ritual, making money ventures. That is what people are into. Kidnap. We talk about kidnap. We talk about ritualists. It's just so sad. Please, friends, I will keep saying this. Be very, very prayerful. We all need to pray and ask for God's protection, because as you're just shutting your door and walking out, you don't even know what will befall you the next minute. You're going to a friend's house, you don't even know what the person has planned for you. You're taking a drink from someone, you don't even know what the person has put into that drink. Before you take something from somebody, please, these days, it doesn't even matter who that person is. Be very careful. Not everything you take and you put into your mouth. And don't be so relaxed and comfortable when you go to someone's house. Even the person who you think is your closest friend, end up these days, it's those closest friends that are the ones that are taking the lives of their fellow human beings. Please, watch and pray. Be very, very vigilant. Nowadays, you don't need to be very free with everybody again, because people are just out for their own selfish interest. What will satisfy them, how they'll make their money. They don't care about you and how you feel. It's so sad. We pray that the soul of her friend whom she killed innocently, may her friend's soul rest in peace, and may God console her family. Imagine how devastated and how heartbroken her family would feel. They must have been looking for her over the weekend, unknown to them that she is already dead. It's so sad. Friends, please, if you have anything to say, you could put that down at the comment section. Be very, very careful while you go out there. And what you put into your mouth, think twice before you do that. Thank you, guys. It's nice having you all here today. But please, before you step out, do not forget to hit on the like button. Also, subscribe for those who have not subscribed. And hit the notification bell so you keep getting notifications each time we upload our videos. Thank you. I appreciate you all. God bless you.